Zia. Right now, Exodus 9 looking pretty strong in this draft.
See, take it for a second. Let me go get a drink so I get my vocals ready and lubed up.
No problem, man. I feel like Exodus 9 may opt for some mage bans here. It's a good idea. And they take out the Lilia. Yee's already gone off the map. To whereas we see Team SEXI going for marksmans here. I think we're going to see a Popo and a Brody from the side of Team SEXI. And maybe a Lunox? I think a Lunox ban would be good here. Lunox would be a nice counter up against this Esmeralda, the tankiness of her. Those are my guesses for the draft, but only time will tell. We still got 30 seconds on this ban counter. Let us know in the chat who you think is winning the draft so far. I like the fact also that Exodus 9 is taking their time. They're being patient about this. They're not rushing this. Maybe a little bit of arguments going on. Who are we gonna ban? Do we want to? I think Lunox would be a good ban here, honestly. Possibly Farza to go for the Raph. I think that's a good pick too. Take something away from the mage, take something away from Shark. Raph is definitely not something you want to deal with. Here's an issue though. Estes open right now. Estes is open. Estes has been banned. Estes has been banned. What does Shark play? Matilda?
Well, Shark loves those harder engaged heroes, those Lolitas, the Groks, you're right, the harder engaged. So I think taking away the supports may have been a little bit weird. Because Shark loves to play a hard engage. He has shown the Ralph a lot, especially in M3, but we know he can play a lot of heroes. I think taking away Lolita was big, but you still left open a couple of hard engage heroes for him.
Most definitely. But are they heroes that you really have to worry about? We saw how well the Grok did against the Esmeralda in the last game against Area 77, so maybe we'll see that. I don't know if I've seen Shark play Grok in a long time. I think
it was Ultra.
I think, yeah, Zultra is the monster with the guy with those hard engage. I really think Shark may end up going for the problem with the Matilda here is against that Esmeralda. Shark locks in Selena. Someone literally just said that in the chat. It's kind of funny. And it looks like Nicolette. What do we got going on here?
Vince calls out the Selena use by Shark, and this really tilts them to early game and gives a window where Selena falls off hard in the late game for Exodus to be able to play around this. So I'm thinking now with that Selena lock-in, give yourself some defensive items in the early game and make it to the late game where it's just not important anymore.
Most definitely. You know, I saw this. I'm wondering if are they switching? Is Nicolette going tank? Are they going to switch roles real fast here? Is Nicolette going to run as a Selena? I can say that I saw Zultra when they were in the NACT. Zultra ran a Selena tank support in the mid and just they had two mages in the mid and just dominated. I got a feeling we're going to see a switch though here. I think Shark's going to pick up that Chow, but you never know. It might just all be up in the air here, Ben.
Yeah, and I would actually really love to see more of a tanky Selena come in because I think it provides just a little bit of beef for the late game and a more usefulness is scaling because Selena falls off so hard. If she doesn't win the game in the first 10 minutes, it's like you kind of are playing a 4v5 from then on, man. With the 5v5 team fight, she just doesn't provide a lot. And the Bruno lock in here, interesting for that to come in. No Brody and prefers the Bruno over it. Bruno does a lot of late game damage and can run the team fight, but takes a little bit to get going, kind of like a Draven from League.
Yeah, I think it might have been more of a comfy pick, honestly. Maybe Destiny's not super comfy on Brody yet, and he feels a bit better on Brody. I mean, in league standings, Brody has not done amazing. I have seen some scrims where Brody has done really good. I've seen some ranked games of some of these top teams playing against each other where Brody has done good. Can Exodus 9 pull it off? Overall, the comp from Exodus 9 does look good, though. I think that Lolita is going to do so good. If they can play the Lolita right, I feel like Exodus 9 has the comp to win this. The Yuzong was kind of scary against this Brody, but we will see.
Game 1 of our Series 3 begins. We have Team SEXI versus Exodus, new to the league. Both teams, players from BTK on not new at all, right? But Exodus new to the league, their debut game here, going against some former BTK members. What will they do? Will they come out strong like Brotherhood, or will it be a little bit more of a salty match?
I don't know. I'm honestly surprised. The only thing I'm worried about for Team SEXI right now, like obviously they seem like the better lineup, but I think ping may end up being a bit of an issue here. But still, I mean, we've seen Area 77 didn't have the greatest ping last game, and they played amazing. Plenty of teams have not had the greatest ping. Overall, it looks like anything could happen here. We are running down to this Litho Wander, and Team Sexy gets it, Ben.
Omega's taken really low. He may be able to finish off, and it looks like Cho is going to dash in for the last one. He's walking away. The one health. Can Cho? He does finally get it. Shark's low too, though. Will they be able to trade it out coming in this team fight? And Selena gets taken down. A big move early, taking down that Selena, not allowing her to scale. Big picks in the early game. 1-to-1 trade. These teams fighting early, T.
Yeah, definitely. I like the aggression coming from Team Sexy. They decided, we're going to get in your jungle. We're going to make this Lolita pay real early. Shark is on that. Selena. Nicola is running this tank Chow, which is an interesting draft overall. I think what we're going to see from Team Sexy is just aggression. Like, they feel like they're the better team, and I don't think they even have any worry about XS9, so I think we're going to see them really push hard in this early game.
I want Exodus 9 to take that and abuse it. They're unknown, and they may have a pick here on the best player. The stun does come out. The shield blocks a lot of damage from best player, but he is being focused with the stun. Kagura walking in, has to back off. Now Lolita will take some damage and trade. Beatrix is here and does finish off the kill over, and Roger trades it. 2-2, the trades are going well, but Team Sexy's bearing down in the mid lane. They finish it off with Zia diving under the turret. Again with the ulti, doesn't clean anything else, but Team Sexy with a snipe, and Zia takes another one and walks away. Zia channeling his inner fried chicken.
What a snipe that was. I saw her lining it up, and I was just worried. I was like, oh, this could be bad for Destiny.
Yeah, and that really buys Turtle, right? You make a big play like that and rotate it over Turtle very early. That's first Turtle going over Team Sexy. And that's going to be big for them in this game. But honestly, you have to give it to Exodus 9. They came out and they're fighting toe-to-toe in this early game. Oh, another pick comes on to Kagura. It's a kickback from Cho, and Cho does go in with it. Can Selena finish it off? Kagura does walk away with Alita's help and a little bit of scaling. Sin is coming in on that Roger. He cannot finish it off. He needs to dip before a stun lands. It does it, and they walk away with a little bit of an HP advantage going over to Team Sexy. That gives them Letho priority.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Thin needs to just kind of focus on some jungle, stop letting them pressure them so much, and Lolita needs to give a little bit more vision. Like I said, Team Sexy is just playing this aggressive game, and the rest of the team isn't there, Ben.
Bossy diving onto the backline. Sin barely escapes, but they're very deep. And Luna's taking a little bit of damage, but does make it out, squeaking away from this Team Sexy, playing a very aggressive. Back into Kagura. Kagura gets picked off. There's 3 members around her. She does go down to the Selena. Another kill goes over to the side of Team Sexy. Now 5-2. This early game is going quickly in your right, T. An aggressive start from Team Sexy.
Oh, Sin, man. I think you're in a bad position here. Oh!
Lolita with the stun, but it doesn't take it enough, and Sin does get taken down. And more over to Sir Bossy. He's very low into the team fight. Leonis is carrying him over with the Esme. Can she finish? Kagura barely misses, and Sir Bossy walks away with a sliver of health.
It's looking rough right now. It's a bad beginning for Exodus 9, but they do have some options here. I think the Lolita's a little rusty. I think they need to, she keeps hugging this gold lane, yeah, I think you should put some pressure, try to kill this Beatrix, but at the same time, like, the rest of your team is getting picked off, and maybe this isn't the time to do that right now, Ben.
Right, Selena's roaming over. She misses the stun. I almost called him fried chicken. Zia clears the lane with Beatrix, and just the setup for turret gets the lanes pushed in so they can go take priority on this turret. Now the Leonis squad, Team Exodus has to clear their lane. They're late to the rotation. The next one, they need to stop, make a play somewhere else, and trade objectives here.
Yeah, this is a huge gold gap for only 4.5 minutes. Hopefully they can get this turtle before Team Sexy gets there. But Zia's already
Kagura goes in, and she's picked off by the Cho.
Oh my
goodness,
God.
this gives over. And now Leona says, I can't even talk. I'm going too fast. Another engage from Cho. They get the turtle, and they turn it to more kills. Team Sexy continuing to dive. Another kill onto the Roger, diving under the turret. They will pick a full almost team wipe right there as 4 members died at once. Team Sexy incredibly aggressive and just honestly playing like a well-oiled, destructive machine.
Yeah, they are definitely something to be watched right now. Just completely steamrolling. 5K gold lead, 5 minutes in. We could be looking at a 10-minute game here, Ben. I think at this point, maybe XS9 just needs to kind of run like pocket, like just keep 3 heroes together. Don't split up because you're gonna get picked off. You know, stay together. Stay close to that Roger. Let him defend. And Maybe Brody needs to start. Someone needs to start rotating a little bit and just sacrifice one of these.
Another pick onto him. Omega. Lolita, the tank, gets picked off by 3 members of Team Sexy. Well, there's no one there to help him. Honestly, a little bit of positional error punished by Nicolette on this Cho, who we thought was going to be the Selena, but Nicolette's running Cho in the mid lane.
Yeah, their movement right now. Like, I mean, Nicolette just dashing across this.
Another coming in for best player. He's doing a lot of damage on Ascend. Been taking low. Destiny is low as well. He does finish it, but will he trade? They do trade the kill back. Nicolette under the turret does get out. Beatrix coming in with a huge ultimate. Does so much damage. 7-0. YZ continues to dive forward. Takes another one down. The stun catches Lolita. And this is Omega maybe going down. Azia flickers under the turret for the kill. 8-0 Beatrix 6 minutes in.
What a slaughterhouse this is right now, Ben. I mean, this just isn't fair at the moment. They're just, the presence of Team Sexy right now is just smothering Exodus 9. The rotations, the movement. I mean, it just seems like they're everywhere all the time. You have their position on the map is so nice right now, and it's like there's nothing that Exodus 9 can do. Those arrows just coming at the right time. Every time they think they got something,
another engage from Nicolette. She gets Lolita again, going for the tank every time, and Beatrix just shreds the rest of the team. The ulti across the team does pick them up. 3 members dead for 1 Nicolette who dove onto the turret. They're going to continue to exert pressure on this map, taking away the jungle. Suffocating Team Exodus 9 from getting back in this game.
Yeah, this is rough. This is a rough one for Exodus 9. Definitely a team that, as a new team in the league, you know, you see this as your first game of the season.
Welcome to the league, baby.
Like, oh man, definitely a hazing for them, and they are feeling it hard. I don't, you know, all they can do is try to postpone. All they can do is try to postpone the inevitable maybe here. Maybe, just maybe, they can play off the fact of the aggression coming from Team Sexy and capitalize on a mistake. But they have the opportunity to keep a pocket formation. They're pushed into their base, so stay together and wait for the wrong dive from Team Sexy.
Yeah, here maybe as Sir Bossy comes on the YZ into the backline of 5 members, but so many members. Oh, he may be able to take them all by himself. 2 members dead for just a YZ.
God.
The rest of the team's onto the turret. They will catch another one up as Beatrix almost catches the Kagura and the Esme. Esme is supposed to be tanky, but not in front of this 9-0 Zia. Running down like a fried chicken would, man. Pushing onto the inhibitor turret in the bottom lane. Looking for a second one. A little bit of recall behavior from Shark in the mid lane. A little bit of BM. I like to see it. Double marksman burning down this turret in the bot lane. Looking for more kills under the turret.
The damage is too much. Like, they just have too much of a lead right now with a 9k gold lead at 8 minutes. I mean, there's nothing to even really analyze here.
Analyze.
I mean, the fact that Sir Bossy just dives under the Nexus and the inhibitor and takes out 2 members, like, it just shows that the gold lead is too high right now. It doesn't matter how well you play. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, this is an incredibly quick game coming out from Team Sexy. 9 minutes in, they've got 1 inhibitor down, almost 2, and they're pushing every second. It's just hard to get out of your... They've locked him in the base right now. They can't get any jungle. The only waves they can get are the ones pushed in. They have to trade their own health for. YZ coming into the top lane, pushes Sin out a little bit. That Roger, weak by himself, may get dove here. He goes all the way. YZ takes him by himself. The rest of the team engages as Zia puts the ultimate over the top. Selena does get the kill, and they're pressing onto the Nexus. The stun comes onto Bruno. He does get taken out. Esme trying to do a little bit is kicked by the Nicolette, and the Cho gets another pick off. That is 5 men wiped. In the 9-minute game, we may see a 9-minute and 20-second game coming out from Team Sexy. What a run, man. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
If you have any questions on if BTK members ain't ready to play, son, 9 minutes, 20 seconds, run it.
Wow. There's...
What do you say about that one, T? Come on, analysis. Come on.
Rough. Real.
Oh, my jeez. Oh man, I want to say so many words right now, but they're explicit, and I don't want to bring that. Honestly, the picks coming onto the Lolita, man, they had a focus onto the tank of the Exodus 9 squad, and it just seemed like crazy. They were able to pick the tank that many times. Nicolette on this Chow in the mid lane, running it, honestly, diving under turrets, kicking members out, completely picking them. But we have to highlight the Zia, the Beatrix, man. Dead hero or not, 11-0, completely ran that game. 9 minutes and 20 seconds. This was a wash.
I mean, it's definitely a wash. But again, man, Exodus 9, brand new team to the league. They're, like I said, they're the underdogs, and they went up against